I'm here in downtown Raleigh with Jeffrey Hammerstein, Assistant Chief with Wake EMS, as we conduct the inaugural Wake County EMS HeartBeets CPR training right here in the heart of downtown Raleigh. Jeffrey, thanks so much for joining us. Talk about the importance of CPR training for anyone and how it is important for folks to understand what it takes to save a life.
Absolutely. So we're talking about the condition where somebody's heart stops. They're not beating, they're not breathing, they're not moving blood. If that's not treated quickly and with the right treatment, that person's not going to survive. We want to give them their best chance of survival. Call 911 if somebody collapses in front of you and be ready to start CPR. We're on the way. It's going to take us a minute to get there. That time while we're on the way is really critical for you to be able to help that person. And it's as simple as putting two hands together, pressing down in the center of the chest at about 100 beats a minute. The song Staying Alive, most people know that. You can search it if you don't. Go to that rhythm, and two hands pressing in the center of the chest like you see behind us is actually something that can really do a lot to give that person their best chance of a good outcome in cardiac arrest or when their heart stops beating.
A lot of folks are not aware, but mouth-to-mouth resuscitation is not the standard protocol.
So there are classes that teach that, and that's fine if that's a class you've been through. You don't have to have had a class to be able to help somebody. It's as truly as simple as putting your two hands together. We can leave out the mouth-to-mouth and just do hand compressions, keep those compressions going until we get there. When the heart stops, there's still an amount of oxygen that's in the blood. The critical thing that we've got to do is circulate that blood while we're on the way. When we get there, we're going to take care of the ventilation and the oxygen part. But we need for you to circulate that blood while we're on the way. The best way to do that, the most effective way to do that, is to do those chest compressions and do hard quality, uninterrupted chest compressions until we get there. It's a really, really simple procedure. More than anything, it takes willingness to do so.
Also, you know, obviously we're in the heart of the time where we're going to see rising temperatures in the next several months. What can some tips you can give to residents about some of the signs of heat danger that's out there?
Absolutely. An important thing to understand is that everybody is susceptible to heat emergencies. Young, old, in between, healthy, not as healthy. It can strike all of us, and prevention is a big part of that. Number one, making sure that you're staying hydrated. If you're going to do activities, we're doing activities out in the heat today, but we know we got to drink plenty of fluids ahead of time, we got to take breaks, and we got to drink fluids during and after to make sure we're staying in good shape. If you yourself or you're with somebody who starts to feel confused, disoriented, not feeling well, you got to take those signs seriously as a good likelihood of an impending heat emergency. Get out of the heat, get yourself cooled down, get some fluids in. Particularly if you start to feel things like muscle cramps, or you start to feel like somebody's not going unconscious or not responding to you, or if somebody stops sweating, any of those signs, we're starting to get into a real medical emergency then. If that's the case, get that person cooled down, hydrated if you can, and if they're not responding to you, then call 911 right away. Let us come out and help take care of that person.
And Jeffrey, finally, how can citizens find out more about not only CPR training, some of ways of protecting themselves and their loved ones from the heat? How can they find out more information?
You can go straight to our website, wakegov.com/EMS. We've got a button on the front page that says Learn CPR. Click on that and take a look around, learn some of the options to come out and learn how to do this and have some confidence. It's not difficult, it's willingness and just having the confidence to step up and do that. We can help show people how, so look us up.
Well, hopefully folks will take some wonderful tips that you have shared with us and use them in practice. Thank you so much, Jeffrey.
Thank you.
We'll be back.
We'll even hold your bikes while you practice.